All right, what is going on, YouTube? It's boy Cash Howard. Once again, welcome you to another battle here for week number 5 here in the Worldwide Champions League Season 8. This battle takes place between the Sarasota Feraligators, coached by Shane, taking on the San Diego Charizards, coached by Blaze. As a reminder for those at home, the Pokemon that these coaches have on their rosters. For the Sarasota Feraligators, we have Great Tusk, Skarmory, Iron Moth, Raikou, Metagross, Umbreon, Salamence, Mimikyu, Keldeo, Sceptile, and Alolan Sandslash. And for the San Diego Charizards, we have Garchomp, Urshifu, Tornadus, Therian, Deoxyspeed, Empoleon, Terrapagos, Comfey, Ogerpon, Heartflame, and Swalot. After careful decision making, the coaches have elected to bring in for this battle Raikou, Salamence, Mimikyu, Great Tusk, Metagross, and Umbreon for the Sarasota Feraligators, Deoxyspeed, Tornadus, Therian, Ogerpon, Heartflame, Garchomp, Comfey, and Terrapagos for the San Diego Charizards. As we can see, the Sarasota Feraligators have the advantage on HP, physical attack, physical defense. San Diego Charizards have 1 point over when it comes to special attack, equal on special defense, and the San Diego Charizards have the advantage on speed. How would the stats play into the match is what we're going to find out for this week. This battle between these Sarasota Feraligators and the San Diego Charizards. Alright, Omega the Metagross is leading off for the Sarasota Feraligators. Nominate the Ogerpon Heartflame. Alright, Metagross being recalled out. In his place is Maligos, the Salamence, who activates his Intimidate, dropping Ogerpon's attack set down by 1. Ogerpon goes for the Ivy Cudgel, which is resisted, doing 15% damage. Ogerpon being recalled out. In his place is Femur, the Tornadus Therian. There's an Aerial Ace by Salamence doing 36% damage to Tornadus. Salamence being recalled out. In his place, Omega the Metagross comes back. There's a U-turn by Tornadus doing 9% damage. Will be recalled out. And in this place, back is Nominate the Ogerpon again. Mold Breaker activating, breaking the mold. Metagross leaving and right back out Maligos and Salamence, who will intimidate Ogerpon once again. Once again, the Ivy Cudgel. Once again, resisted hit. 14% damage. Ogerpon recall out. This time in this place is Humorous the Comfey. Blaze going on a bone naming spree, I'm assuming. There's a Roost by Salamence. Restoring their speed, losing his flying typing. There goes Salamence. And his place is Greed the Umbreon. Comfey goes for the Calm Mind, raising his special attack stat and special defense up by 1. Ooh, Umbreon Terastallizing into the Fairy typing. There's a taunt by Comfey. Umbreon falling for the taunt. Try to go for the Toxic, but unfortunately cannot now. There's a second Calm Mind by Comfey. There's an Alluring Voice by Umbreon. Does 9% damage and makes Comfey confused. Leftover recovery. Alright, here comes Necrofear the Mimikyu, taking place of Umbreon. Comfey confused. Goes for the Draining Kiss. Pops Mimikyu's Disguise. Does, of course, no damage. There's another Draining Kiss doing 42% damage this time around. There's a Play Rough by Mimikyu doing 69% damage to Comfey, taking the Life Orb Recoil. There's leftover recovery on Comfey. Comfey being recalled out, and out comes back Ogerpon Heartflame, who is once again breaking the mold. Mimikyu goes for the Shadow Sneak, doing 30% damage Again, taking the Life Orb recoil. There's a play rough by Ogerpon, doing 26% damage, which will be enough. Mimikyu goes down. Blaze in the lead, 5-6. Alright, in his place, Mega Domfan, the Great Tusk, comes out. There's a Power Whip. Oh, Jesus Christ. Power Whip by Ogerpon does 100% damage. Is able to knock out Great Tusk in one hit. 4-6. Out comes back Salamence, once again intimidating the Ogerpon, dropping his attack stat down by 1. Ogerpon be recalled out. In his place, Femur comes right back. The Tornadus Therian. There's a Dragon Dance by Salamence, raising his attack and his speed up by 1. Goes for the Aerial Ace, does 59% damage to Tornadus. There's a Hurricane by Tornadus, does 51% damage. Salamence once again goes for the Aerial Ace, doing 38% damage, which will be enough. Femur the Tornadus goes down. Alright, in his place, Tibia the Terrapagos comes out, and there it is, Terra Shifting. Alright, there's a recall out. In his place is Omega the Metagross. Terrapagos goes for a Terra Starstorm. Gets a crit, a resisted crit, 42% damage nonetheless. Goes for the Calm Mind, raising the special attack and special defense up by 1. Goes for the Stealth Rocks. Alright, there's a Rapid Spin by Terrapagos, gets his speed up by 1 and removes the rocks. I was kind of wondering if that thing could, potentially. Alright, there's an Ice Punch. There's a Terra Shell. Resisted hit, 12% damage. Gets another Calm Mind up. Ooh, there's a Hammer Armor. 67% damage, drops his own speed down by 1. Goes for the Bullet Punch, living at 2%. There's a Scorching Sands, eats the Shuka Berry. Not enough, taking 43% damage. Omega the Metagross goes down 3-5 in Blaze's favor still. Here comes Greed the Umbreon. There's a Terra Starstorm, does 71% damage to Umbreon. Goes for the Alluring Voice, which will be enough. Tibia the Terrapagos goes down 3-4. There's the leftover recovery from Greed. Here, once again, nominate the Ogerpon Heart Flame, who's breaking the mold once more. Umbreon be recalled out. Back in his place is Maligos the Salamence, who intimidates and drops the attack stat down by 1. There's a Play Rough. Eats the Rosely Berry. Is enough to actually live. Only taking 19% damage. There's a second Play Rough. Unfortunately, cannot live that one. Salamence goes down 2-4. Things are not looking good for Shane right now. Here comes Greed the Umbreon. Ogerpon going for the Power Whip, doing 26% damage. Umbreon clicks. Moonlight restores the HP back up to 59%. And with the leftover recovery, brings that up to 65%. There's the recall out. And in his place is Olna, the Deoxys Speed. Goes for the Toxic and gets the miss. Unfortunate. Alright, its HP going up to 71 now. Deoxys goes for the taunt. Umbreon clicked. Alluring Voice does 27%. There's an additional leftover recovery, now sitting at nice 77. There's a Psycho Boost by Deoxys, does 40% damage, drops his special attack stat down by 2. It's ejected out by the Eject Pack. And in this place is Ogerpon once again. There's an Alluring Voice, does 10% damage. Recovers HP with the leftovers. Goes for the Ivy Cudgel. Takes 37% damage. Umbreon's still living at 6%. Goes for the Luring Voice. Gets 11%. Recovery brings it up at 12. Shakes off the taunt. There's another Ivy Cudgel, which will be enough, unfortunately. Umbreon goes down 1v4. Can this Raikou make the sweep? There's Raikou applying its pressure. Goes for the Aura Sphere, does 29% damage. There's an Ivy Cudgel by Ogerpon, does 83% damage to Raikou. Retaliates with another Aura Sphere, does 20% damage, which will be enough. Ogerpon goes down 1v3. Here comes Humorous to Comfey. Goes for the Draining Kiss. Does 50% damage. Raikou still living at 2%. Raikou goes for the Extreme Speed, doing 18%. That's leftover recovery on Comfey. This next turn will be a sequel. There's no Draining Kiss. It will be unfortunate. Raikou goes down. That is a 3-0 victory for Blaze and the San Diego Charizards. GG's to both coaches. As always, thank you guys so much for watching here at the Worldwide Champions League. We appreciate you all. Make sure to like, subscribe, find out when the next video goes live. Until next time, it's your boy Cash Howard, signing off.